Think you are up to date with current events? Find out by correctly answering 10 contemporary, current events trivia quiz questions. We give you a news headline, and you will guess the missing word or phrase. When you know the answer, just blurt it out, and if correct, keep track of your winning points in your head, with a pen, or with a counter.
Think you can get 10 out of 10? Well, crikey, try it mate, you might surprise yourself.
Quiz questions are worth 1 point. However, the 5th and 10th questions are genius-level questions, are extremely difficult, and as such are worth 3 points each. Our audience has, on average, a 10% chance of a correct answer in this category, so if you get any of these quiz questions correct, consider yourself very clever indeed. As a reward, we have a bonus comedy clip for your enjoyment after the final question. And now, the first question of our quiz. In a study it described as both conclusive and disappointing, the World Health Organization said the antiviral drug blank has little or no effect on mortality for patients hospitalized with coronavirus. The answer is remdesivir. Until now, remdesivir has been the only drug that appeared to have specific effects for coronavirus. It was the only drug with an emergency use authorization for COVID-19 from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Blank's former defense minister, General Salvador Cienfuegos Zepeda, was detained by U.S. authorities at the Los Angeles International Airport. Blank's Foreign Minister Marcelo Ebrard said on Twitter Thursday night. The answer is Mexico. Charges against Cienfuegos Zepeda have not been announced, and U.S. authorities have not yet confirmed his detention. CNN spoke to a U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration spokeswoman, who said they could not confirm or deny the detention. A Brazilian senator allied to far-right President Jair Bolsonaro was caught hiding money in his blank during a police investigation into the diversion of public funds for fighting the coronavirus. The answer is underwear. They found 30,000 reals, about $5,300 in cash, part of which was discovered in Rodriguez's underwear, including, between his buttocks, said major outlets including O Globo and Estadão, quoting sources from the investigation. This is a case where money laundering would probably be a good idea. Blank. Canada-US border will stay closed until America gets COVID-19 under control. The answer is Trudeau. Don't bet on the US-Canadian border reopening after the closure agreement expires October 21st. In an interview Wednesday, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said his country is committed to keeping the border closed until the United States gets control of COVID-19. This next question is difficult, and is worth 3 points. The maker of blank and other in-home fitness brands has sued Peloton, claiming its cycling rival stole features for its newest stationary bike. The answer is Nordic Track. The lawsuit filed by Icon Health and Fitness on Thursday alleges patent infringement. Icon claims that 2 new features in Peloton's Bike Plus, a swiveling touchscreen and the bike automatically changing resistance during classes, were developed and used by Icon well before Peloton. The coronavirus pandemic has not deterred the Swiss from sending blanks echoing across their mountain valleys, but a concert attended by 600 people is believed to have made one canton a European virus hotspot. The answer is Yodel. At the late September yodeling event in the rural Schwyz canton, people in the audience were asked to maintain social distancing, but mask wearing was not required. Thousands of blank riders flocked to Daytona Beach, Florida, Thursday for a crowded 4-day rally, ignoring city officials who warned it could become a coronavirus superspreader event, according to a report. The answer is motorcycle. The annual Bike to Burfest, which comes after a motorcycle festival in South Dakota was linked to more than 260,000 COVID-19 cases, is expected to draw up to 100,000 engine-revving revelers, Spectrum News reported. You would think that folks would have learned something from the fiasco superspreader in Sturgis. Watching nature shows on TV can cure boredom. Blank. The answer is sadness. It's fair to say the coronavirus pandemic has turned many people into TV binge watchers in 2020. For some people, however, isolation is leaving them bored and depressed no matter what's on television. A profanity filter banned the word blank at a paleontology conference. The answer is bone. Participants in a virtual paleontology meeting were not permitted to use the words bone, sexual, or hell in early digital conda sessions, sparking amusement and frustration from researchers attending the online conference. Rules for political correctness may have to be relaxed to make more sense. This final question is a tough one, and is worth 3 points. Bar-tailed blanks are shorebirds with long, pointed beaks, and they spend their summers in the northern hemisphere. The answer is godwit. A shorebird has reportedly broken the record for non-stop avian flight after flying more than 12,000 kilometers from Alaska to New Zealand in one go. If you are not a member of the Audubon Society of Bird Watchers, you might have missed this question. Congratulations! You made it! As a reward, here is your comedy clip of the day.
Me out with the ball game, me out with the crowds. Buy me some peanuts, popcorn, crackers, beautiful package of Pepper Jacks here. Pepper Jacks, will you keep quiet, Sebastian? Excuse me, please. Sebastian, please. Don't interrupt my act. Sebastian. Oh, Mr. Blowhurst, I didn't see the lights there. I forgot about them. What in the world are you doing? Why interrupt my act like this? Well, look, Mr. Blowhurst, after all, if you're in a ballpark, they always sell peanuts and popcorns and things like that. I know that, Sebastian, but not in front of them. I beg your pardon, friend. Ladies and gentlemen, and also the children, will you excuse me for a minute, please? Thank you. What do you want to do? Look, Mr. Blowhurst. Right. What are you doing? I love baseball. Well, we all love baseball. When we get to St. Louis, will you tell me the guys' names on the team so when I go to see them in that St. Louis ballpark, I'll be able to know those fellas? Well, now, is it all right, folks? All right. Excuse me, I want to find out the fella's name. As long as it's okay with the audience. I'm crazy about baseball. Will you stand still? Pick up your hat. Go pick up your hat. Okay. Now, look. Then you'll go and peddle your popcorn and don't interrupt the act anymore? Yes, sir. All right. But you know, strange as may seem, they give ball players nowadays very peculiar names. Funny names? Nicknames, pet names. Not as funny as my name, Sebastian Dinwiddie. Oh, yes. Funnier than that? Oh, absolutely. Yes. Now, on the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third. That's what I want to find out. I want you to tell me the names of the fellas on the St. Louis team. I'm telling you, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third. Do you know the fellas' names? Yes. Well, then who's playing first? Yes. I mean the fella's name on first base. Who? The fella playing first base for St. Louis. Who? The guy on first base. Who is on first? Well, what are you asking me for? I'm not asking you, I'm telling you, who is on first? I'm asking you who's on first. That's the man's name. That's whose name? Yes. Well, go ahead and tell me. Who? The guy on first. Who? The first baseman. Who is on first? Have you got a first baseman on first? Certainly. Then who's playing first? Absolutely. When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money? Every dollar of it. Why not? The man's entitled to it. Who is? Yes. So who gets it? Why shouldn't he? Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it. Whose wife? Yes. After all, the man earns it. Who does? Absolutely. Well, all I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base? Oh, no. What is on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first? That's what I'm trying to find out. Well, don't change the players. I'm not changing nobody. Take it easy. What's the guy's name on first base? What's the guy's name on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. We're not talking about him.
How did I get on third base?
You mentioned his name.
If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
Stay off of first, will you?
Well, what do you want me to do?
Now, what's the guy's name on third base?
What's on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third again.
Well, I can't change their names.
Will you please stay on third base, Mr. Broadhurst?
Now, what is it you want to know?
What is the fella's name on third base?
What is the fella's name on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third
Third
base. You got an outfield?
Oh, sure.
St. Louis has got a good outfield?
Absolutely.
The left fielder's name?
Why?
I don't know. I just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who is playing first?
Stay out of the infield!
Don't mention their names out here.
I want to know what's the fella's name in left field.
What is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who is on first?
I don't know. Third base.
Oh, take it easy. Take it easy, man.
And the left fielder's name?
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field. He's center. Will you pick up your hat, please? Pick up your hat and
Look.
stop this. Oh, look,
Mr.
please.
Broadhurst.
Yes.
Wait a minute. You got a pitcher on the team?
Wouldn't this be a fine team without a pitcher?
I don't know. Tell me the pitcher's name.
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me the date?
I'm telling you, man.
Then go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen. Who is not pitching? Who is
I'll
on?
break your arm. You say who's on first?
Why come up here and ask?
I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
Third
Third
base.
base. You got a catcher?
Yes.
The catcher's name.
Today.
Today. And tomorrow's pitching.
Now you've got it.
That's all. St. Louis has got a couple of days on the team.
Well, I can't help that. All right. What do you want me to do?
Got a catcher?
Yes,
I'm a good catcher too, you know.
I know that.
I would like to play for the St. Louis team.
Well, I might arrange that.
I would like to catch. Now, I'm being a good catcher. Tomorrow's pitching on the team and I'm catching.
Yes.
Tomorrow throws the ball and the guy up bunts the ball.
Yes.
Now, when he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out at first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's all you have to do.
Is to throw it to first base.
Yeah.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
Who has it?
Naturally.
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 Okay.
Now you've got it.
I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally.
I know you don't. You throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
Naturally.
Okay.
All right.
I throw the ball to naturally.
You don't. You throw it to who?
Naturally.
Well, that's it. Say it that way.
That's what I said.
You did not.
I said I throw the ball to naturally.
You don't. You throw it to who?
Naturally.
Yes.
So I throw the ball to first base and naturally gets it.
No, you throw the ball to first base.
Then who gets it?
Naturally.
That's what I'm
You're
saying.
not saying that.
Excuse me, folks.
All right, I'm sorry, Frank.
I throw the ball to
You
naturally.
throw it to who? That's
Naturally.
it. Well, say it that way.
That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
get excited now. Don't get
I
excited.
throw the ball to first base
Then
and
who gets it?
he better get
That's
it.
it. All right, now don't get excited. Take it easy.
Now I throw the ball to first base. Whoever it is drops the ball, so the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to? I don't know. I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. A triple play.
Yeah, it could be.
Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to because. Why? I don't know. He's on third and I don't care.
What was that?
I said, I don't care.
Oh, that's a shortstop.
Gets lonely out here on my deserted island. Thank crikey I have my AI trivia game to play every morning. Make it a habit and subscribe now, and you too can start your day with 10 minutes of great fun. And you just might learn something. See you again tomorrow.